yourself down to your back whenever you're ready on your mat. Now you'll want to let the body get comfortable. Maybe you're extending the legs all the way long, toes splaying outwards. You can always opt for a bent knee position, nice and easy, soles of feet placed on the mat, hip width apart, wider if you need it. The knees can always lightly touch in center, grounding down that lower back on the mat. And if you would rather move into some open hips, finding your butterfly, soles of feet in, together, knees wide. Arms can be long down by the sides. If you do have some space, feel free to let the arms go wide at any time, all the way extended, or in a cactus, arm bent position, elbows wide with the shoulders, palms open to the sky, or even taking those arms lifted above the head. Wherever you are in your Shavasana, allow your head to tilt back slightly, throat remains open. Give yourself one cleansing breath. Breathe in through the nose, open the mouth, and try and push the breath out, sigh. You'll now close the mouth lightly as we come into our Ujjayi Pranayama, ocean sounding breath. Making a point to try and focus on keeping your breath throughout your entire practice tonight. Keeping the mouth closed. Start to allow a slow 4-second inhale through your nose. Holding pause at the top, breath at the back of the throat. And exhale, slow 4-second release out your nose. Or you'll also try to hold the pause at the base. Slowly feeling your breath deepen, the rise of the chest and the belly. A good option always to connect to your breath as well is to place one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. If you do want to take that slow feel of the inhale of the breath, making sure you're holding that small pause, and your slow exhale, release. Finding as you breathe in your Shavasana, the body might be getting a bit heavier to the mat, through the sit bones, back of head, shoulder blades. Option to stay where you are in Shavasana, or letting your head gently fall to the right. Feeling that left side and neck open. Head raising up to center. Take a nice inhale to lift. And when you're ready, exhale, let the head gently fall to the other side. As we inhale, float the head up to center. Option to open your mouth and take a sigh out the mouth. Again, you'll come back to find your Ujjayi breath. Letting your legs go long down your mat, so wherever those legs are, release them. Take your legs together or close to touch. Point through your toes, squeeze those leg muscles. Take your arms, inhale, reach them overhead. Use that space that you do have. Arch that lower back, reach the body. And on the exhale, simply release that tension. Body relaxed. Again, point toes, squeeze through leg muscles. Inhale, reach the body. And on the exhale, let that tension dissipate. Let your right knee, inhale, float into chest. All the way, take hands to grab onto the shin or interlace those fingertips on shin, hugging that knee into the chest. Keep that left leg extended long ways down the mat. Feel free to keep the eyes closed, face soft, as we're starting to move the body nice and lightly. Breathe, try and get that thigh as close to the belly, chest as you can. Float that knee wide to the right side, work towards your shoulder area. Use one hand or both, whatever's needed, to try and extend that knee wide, feeling a nice opening through the hip, inner thigh now. Let that foot flex. Take hand to grab onto the foot. If you can't grab the foot, use the ankle or the shin area to go into a single leg happy baby. Knee wide, foot lifted. If it's too intense, again, take the hand to grab wherever it can and just trying to pull that knee wide towards that outer shoulder armpit area. Start to extend that leg straight up to the sky, straight as it can be. Again, you can use your hands to grab onto the leg. If you did have that towel or prop, it's up to you. If you want to use it, take it behind the leg, the foot. First, just start by pointing and flexing that top foot. Now to keep your leg here, or you do have the option to deepen the stretch slightly by gently bringing that leg in towards you. Your goal might just be straightening that leg a little deeper or being able to hold it up as best as you can. Again, use the hands as a nice support. Now you'll move just the right hand onto the leg or onto that bind, whatever prop you have, as we're going to extend our leg wide to the right, wide to the side. You have the option to bring your other arm into a cactus, elbow wide, open palm. Again, bend that knee if you need. Breathe. Keep it for a little bit longer. Use your hand or both hands to try and gently lift that leg back up to center. Now using left hand to float leg over across the body. So going wide, it might be very small. You'll feel it in that IT band, maybe even the foot ankle area. Again, you can bring now that right arm into a cactus position if you want it. Breathe. Don't force it. Bend the knee as well if you need to. Lifting it up to sky and center. If you do have a towel or bind, gently release it. Floating leg, long ways back down the mat. Float leg down for 5, slow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leg is long and give that leg a shake out. Drum roll, release. Now we'll be starting floating that other knee into chest. Inhale, lift. Grab on or interlace fingertips on that shin area. Hugging knee to chest. And floating that knee wide. Move knee wide towards that left shoulder area. Use one hand or both. Grab on or wrap that arm around in order to hug that knee wide, feeling an opening in the hip. And if your opposite leg is trying to bend and lift off the mat, just try and be cautious of that and allowing the leg to try to release. Flexing that foot. Left hand grab on ankle, foot area wherever you can for your single leg. Happy baby, knee wide, foot lifted, and breathing. Start to let that leg extend straight up. Hands on behind that leg, grab your prop anytime if you want to use it here. And we'll start with a nice point and flex of that top foot. Keeping that leg right where it is, or anytime if you're ready to deepen it, we'll start by gently bringing that leg in a bit closer, deepening your stretch now. I can move that left hand onto the leg or onto my bind prop, and we'll start to float it wide. Wide to the left with option of other arm, right arm to go into a light cactus. Bend that knee if you need. Big open hip, inner thigh, groin. Take it slow and careful on the raise back up to center. Option is switch hands onto that leg or prop across the body with that leg, or again use a bent knee. Left arm in a light cactus, feeling in the hip, IT band, glute, maybe even entering into that lower back. Slow on the lift up to center. Release your prop if you have one there. Prepare for a 5, slow count lower. Legs long, straight down mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go, and again, shake those legs out a bit, drum roll. Both those knees, one at a time. Inhale, float to the chest, hug, wrap around, arms around shins now, knees in, and start to rock the body. Roll it out through that back on the mat, as much movement as what feels best for you here. Maybe move it into some light circular motions with the knees. You have a bit more time. Body to center, back on the mat. Float both your knees wide. Flex feet, happy baby. Again, you decide where you grab on. Both those knees are wide and hips are open. From here, we'll let both the legs lift straight up to sky. Arms long down by sides. Both the legs are lifted. Again, for a good level 1 option is you can always grab on lightly to those legs and help yourself hold them up. We will give option for an inversion of shoulder stand if we know it, with the option of plow pose for the level 2 threes. If you need to make sure that you have some space behind you, you can always adjust yourself on your mat. So again, staying here, level 1s, legs up, gaze is lifted, option to move into shoulder stand if you're comfortable. Lower back, bum off the mat, palms on the tailbone, lower back, legs are lifted. Again, my gaze is up, keep that control, breathe. And if we're ready for that plow pose, let's slowly come into it. Start to lower those toes towards the back. You can always stop. You don't have to go all the way down. Gaze is still lifted. If my feet do come on the mat, level 3, and you want to let those arms go long, then let those arms go long. Take 2 deep breaths. Good. If the palms did leave the lower back, let's place them on. Let's float the legs back up to shoulder stand carefully. One last deep breath at the top. And make sure you control the release. Belly in, floating the back, sit bones, bum on the mat. Feet down for everyone, bent knee position. Windshield wiper out those knees now side to side. Sit. Both soles of feet are on the mat, hip width apart. Bent knees, arms long down by sides, bridge pose. Push hips up as you take an inhale. Hips are lifted. Feel free to stay here, or option to go further by binding, interlacing all 10 fingertips. Roll onto those shoulders and try and get those hips pushing a bit higher. Throat is open. Give yourself a few more deep breaths. If your fingertips are interlaced, let them release and let that back gently float to the mat. Again, if you want to windshield wiper it lightly, feel free, side to side anytime. And center with that body. Take the outside of the right ankle, place it on the left thigh. So ankle on thigh, push that knee wide, so getting a light opening in that hip. This could be for you to stay, level 1, figure 4, or inhale, float knee up to 90. Reach those arms through the legs, interlace or grab on behind the thigh, on the shin. Again, maybe you need a towel here, use it if you need. And option as well is left leg straight to the sky if you want that option as well. So find yourself your level of figure 4, head relaxed on the mat, holding it here. Slow to let the legs release, uncross, hug knees to chest, rock it out or windshield wiper it. Float that right sole of foot on mat and outside of that left ankle, other ankle on that thigh. Giving that knee a simple push wide where you can stay here as long as you wish, or floating it up, inhale, knee to 90, reaching it through, and finding your variation of your figure 4 now. And let those legs start to release. Again, a simple rock out or windshield wiper it out. Both those legs will extend straight back up to the sky. Arms long down by sides. We'll be able to use the hands again as support. If you need it, to the sides of those thighs, we will let our legs go wide now. Open the legs wide. So if I need support, use your elbows on the mat, upper shoulder area, and just grab onto those legs wherever you need it. It's a good support if it's too much, and again, your knees can always be bent. Level 2, 3s, maybe you're grabbing on more so towards the ankles or the soles of the feet. You decide, again, how wide those legs will go. Try your best to hold here. Breathe. Almost there. Use those hands on the legs just to slowly push the legs up to sky to touch. Bend at knees, hug in, rock body. Again, windshield wiper instead if you want it. And we will float both those knees to 90, so soles of feet are off the mat. Move those arms into a nice cactus, elbows wide, palms open. Cross one knee, right knee over the left. Inhale, tuck knees into chest. Exhale, float knees down to the left, all the way. Gaze, if you have no limitation, take that gaze to the right now. Option, left hand, grabbing onto the legs, thighs, deep and twist. And if you have the space and you want to go even deeper in your twist, I know some of you might want to even go both legs just straight and long to maybe get a bit deeper in your side body. Let yourself start to slowly float those legs up to center. Uncross them, and again, nice little rock out side to side. Both knees in center. Option, left knee to cross over right. Inhale, little tuck, knees to chest. Exhale, float down, knees wide to the right. If you're ready to take it, your gaze can fall to the left. And option, right hand on those legs to deepen it. And if you want to go deeper, that straight leg option is there for you. Inhale, float left arm all the way so you're rolling your body onto the right side to enter fetal position. Option, let that right arm go long under your head so you can use it as a pillow. You can always use that left palm as well, whatever's comfortable. Legs can always uncross if they were crossed. Give yourself a few deep breaths. Feeling that grounding. And careful and slow on the lift option is use your left palm from the mat to safely push the body up. And we'll be in seated. If you need to grab water or anything now, feel free. And we'll go bum on the mat with those legs extended nice and long in front of us. Remove that flesh from under the sit bones, ground down, flex your feet so toes are up. First, let's take it into a light shoulder roll. Inhale, shoulders up, hug them back and in, and exhale down. Again, inhale, shoulders lift, squeeze into the shoulder blades, and exhale, release. Reverse it, inhale up, push shoulders forward, exhale down, and last time, inhale, lift, push forward. And release both arms up. Inhale, sweep up to the sky, option gaze up, and exhale, fold your body forward. Arms are reaching if they can. They can always be on the mat, on the legs, behind the feet. Again, maybe you have a towel or a prop behind those feet. It's up to you. And start to fold the body forward when you're ready. Knees can be bent if needed. Using breath to let body try and fall deeper in any pose that you take today. Noticing if that breath is shallow or you're keeping it nice and deep. Give yourself a few more deep breaths. Now prepare yourself to lift all the way up to a flat back with the arms lifting straight to the sky. Here we go. Inhale, lift. Slow, flatten your back. Reach the arms as straight as you can. Option gaze up. Palms touch. Exhale down into heart center. Good. Release those fingertips light on mat. Take your left hand to the outside of the right leg, so opposite. Right palm behind the back and do it easy. Twist through the spine, gaze back, trying to keep those legs straight, engaged, and the feet flexed. Spine long. Slow release, float body. Right hand outside left leg. Place that other palm behind your back and breathe into a nice straight leg twist. So slight different sensation, still engaged. And exhale, let that body come into center. Grab onto your right leg, drag that sole of foot into that left thigh area, and re-ground yourself down if you need to. Get adjusted, both arms up, inhale, lift all the way. Exhale, reach, fold, and bring that body right down. Simply letting your body go here, no tension. Again, on our activated lift up with the flat back, arms reaching. Inhale when you're ready, up. Again, palms together, connect, exhale, float down to heart. One more twist, grab onto that right leg and now cross it over the left leg. Keep that leg that's long there. If you want to go deeper, bend it at the knee. Only if you want to. Right palm is behind our back. Left arm up, inhale, lift, and twist to the right, exhale. You can always go arm just on the outside of that thigh. You can grab onto that leg, and you can go palm up, stop sign motion, gazes back. And if you want to, again, go deeper, maybe a bind that left arm through that right leg, right hand behind back, and interlace. Those fingertips are just grabbing on. Deeper in the shoulders, the hips. If you took that bind, let the hands release, and let's take a simple exhale. Float your body to center. Let that leg go long, right leg or both, and give it a little shake out. Good, let's bring that left sole of foot, pull it in towards that inner thigh area, ground down on the mat, arms, inhale, stretch up. Good, and exhale, fold, release, let it go. When we lift, taking that arm reach, inhale, float, body up, straight, palms connect. Exhale, float down, heart center. Fingertips down, and we're grabbing on to that bent left leg and giving that sole of foot across over the right. Make sure both your sit bones are grounded. Leg that is long, right leg, you have the option to bend it again if you want to go deeper. Left palm behind your back. Sit tall, right arm stretched to sky. Inhale. Exhale, we're twisting left. So put that arm towards the outside of that thigh. Gaze back. Again, arm is up to you. It could be long. Palm up, just grab if you need, or take that reach through the leg for that bind option, level 3s. Left arm behind back, grab on, and breathe through it. Bind, fingertips release, and we're doing a slow exhale, float in the center, both legs out for a nice shake it out, dribble it on the mat. Option will be to come into butterfly, soles of feet in, knees wide, or easy cross-legged position. Heels can line up. Either way, you want to be comfortable. So don't force your butterfly, since we will be coming into a side body opener with it. You want to be able to sit comfortably, both sit bones on the mat. Good, sit tall. Right fingertips to that side of the body. Left arm, inhale, lift, and get into that left side body. Side body stretch. You decide how low you go. Stay anywhere you need. Maybe your right forearm is on the mat if you're ready to go deeper. And again, just a light bind option. Left hand bend behind head. Right elbow on mat. Interlace fingertips. Again, just taking it a little bit deeper. 2 deep breaths. Gentle lift of that left arm, float it up and put the fingertips light to that left side, and inhale, stretch that right arm over to the left now, so you're deepening in your right side of the body now, keeping it to fingertips or dropping to that forearm and staying there, or bending arm behind head and interlacing and feeling a pull in the side body, shoulder, tricep. If you're in that bind, gentle release, body up to center, inhale, lift. Sit tall, shake it out a bit, palms to the knees, spine straight, chin up, gentle drop of that right shoulder to your right ear. Of course, you know if it's a bit too much, and you can always stay in center or take it not too low. Push your shoulders down. Feel that stretch. Head float center, inhale. And exhale, nice soft lower to the left. And inhale, up center, shake it out lightly. Both arms up, wide. Inhale, lift. Again, connect those palms. Exhale, down, heart center. Option, open mouth, exhale it. Good, again, inhale, lift. Connect those palms, open mouth. Option, stick tongue out, tiger breath. 2 more, inhale, lift. Connect palms and exhale, down to center. Last time, inhale, reach, connect, and exhale, bring it down. We will move ourselves into tabletop position, which is hands and knees on the mat. So cross your legs or move your way into tabletop as best as you can. Palms lined up under those shoulders, knees hip width apart. Toes can be lightly tucked, or if you prefer it untucked, feel free. Opening up in the sides of the body by simply taking a hip hinge side to side. Option, adding in your arms, letting them extend a bit more straight. Free movement. You're not on a timer, so take it on your own. And bring yourself back to center. Hands, knees, flat back, neutral spine. Round yourself into your cat. Round yourself into cat. Head down, and I want you to hold here. We're rounded through the spine, the shoulder blades. 2 deep breaths to hold. And gently move yourself into your cow pose by pushing belly down, bum, sit bones lift, open your throat to the sky. And again, we're taking a little hold here. One more time, cat pose, hold, tuck, round, let the head go down and hang. Shoulder blades, spine. And one more time to push belly down, open the throat, and find a short hold in your cow. Body center, flat back, neutral spine, toes untucked, first child's pose. Push, sit bones, bum back, reach those arms long, forehead is light on that mat. Giving yourself a few deep breaths. We'll be moving ourselves into our first downward facing dog. Shift weight forward, tabletop, tuck those toes, and when you're ready, lift those sit bones, bum up, push those heels to the mat, and walk out your down dog. Move through those feet, the hips, maybe even the back, getting a little twist in the side body. Let's take our time to heel toe, walk our feet halfway up your mat. So give the feet a walk, knees bent if you need, feet are in line under our hips, and you're folding yourself forward. Standing forward, fold, head is down. Take those feet and let's walk them just hip width apart, still parallel. Head down, hand grab on opposite elbow, light sway of the body. Arms, head, let it go. Feel yourself getting a bit deeper in your inversion. Body to center, fingertips to the mat. Heel toe, walk your feet as wide as your mat now, as wide as your mat. Head is down. If you want to stay here, stay here. Otherwise, let's open through the back, spine, and shoulders by reaching arms behind the back, interlacing all fingertips. Again, grab wrist or towel if you need, and reach those arms back so you're feeling that roll open of the shoulders. Letting yourself still compress down. Breathe, and you're holding here. Opening through the shoulders, the back, letting those legs still get a nice intense stretch. Let the fingertips exhale, slowly float down, release. Head down. Take your hands, grab onto your right leg, pull head or body down to the right side. Nice simple little walk to the left. Grab on where you can and fold yourself down to the left leg. Body to center, legs still wide as the mat, flat back using fingertips on the mat. So inhale, lift to a flat back. I can use my fingertips as a support right underneath my shoulders. I can use a prop here if I need it. Again, maybe just bend your knees instead. Level 2, 3 option, hands heart center. Strong core, lower back. Head in line with your spine, so gaze near the top of your mat. 2 breaths. And exhale, release. Palms forward, shoulder width apart, one foot steps at a time into downward facing dog. Push back. Right leg will extend up for 3-leg dog. Inhale, lift. Make sure you open your hip, point your toes. High on left toes, float that knee into chest. We're stepping through into runner's lunge. Knee and line over ankle and just grab on and pull that leg in if you need. High on the back toes, light on fingertips. Again, prop if needed. Inhale, start to straighten your right leg. Keep it bent if you need, and let your head fold down. So you might be getting an intense stretch where you can always keep it bent and not go as low. Trying to keep our back heel off the mat here. It's elevated. Start to bend your right knee, line it back up over ankle, light on fingertips, sink the left hip low, it just hovers off the mat, and open your throat and hold. One more time, start to slowly straighten that front leg, let your body fold, and release. And careful, bend that front knee, sink the hip low, knee hover, open chest, throat. Carefully let that back knee go down on the mat all the way now. Toes can stay tucked, or if you prefer it to be untucked, you can. And make sure those hips are sinking forward. You're able to stay right here, or we'll take a short hold in a low lunge position. Arms can inhale, lift if you want it, straight over the shoulders. Again, sink into those hips. A nice short hold, opening in the hip flexors, chest, using a bit of strength here. Breathe. Stay here, or a little mini back bend. Open the chest, the throat. Float fingertips carefully to the mat. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee, palms down. Let's try and lift a 3-leg dog by sending the right leg back and straight up. Otherwise, just step it in a down dog. And exhale, float that foot down to meet the left and walk it out a bit on the spot in your downward facing dog. Good, we'll be lifting the left leg up to the sky. Inhale, stretch left leg up, open that hip, high on right toes, float that knee into chest, and let's step that foot through. Use your hand to help, bring it in if you need. Knee over ankle, light on those fingertips, prop if you need it. Start to slowly inhale, straighten that front left leg, head folding down, high on back toes, and taking a short hold. Let that front knee start to slowly bend. Light on fingertips, sink that right hip, thigh, knee to hover and open chest. One more time, inhale. Start to slowly straighten that front left leg and fold your body. And let that front knee start to bend, sink hip low and open chest. Back knee safely release. Back toes tucked or option untucked, up to you. Arms option lift, low lunge, inhale, up. Hips push forward still. Gaze neutral, so straight forward. Or you have that option to add in a slight mini back bend by opening and reaching back, gaze up. And let's float, very careful, fingertips to go back down to the mat. Place those palms down, tuck the back toes if they're not tucked, lift that back knee up, step it into down dog or three-leg dog by stretching leg up to the sky. And exhale, release. And again, it's a light walk. We'll be floating into our plank pose, so simply use your knees if you need it. Inhale into your plank. Straight line with body, knees down if you need. We'll go lowering through chaturanga, so a nice tuck, bend in elbows, full belly will end up on the mat, but go slow in your chaturanga. Exhale, take your time, release, and let that body lightly go down. Belly is on the mat. Go one side of face on the mat, arms long down by sides, open palms up to the sky, big toes in, and heels to fall outwards. Breathe, and I love Mara's pose. Now we'll be coming into our bow pose 2 times today, so that level ones have an option. Forehead center, if you do want to come into single leg bow, level ones, go 1 forearm parallel in front, opposite leg bent, and you'll simply be taking hand onto that foot ankle and doing a single leg lift in bow. If you're ready for both legs, bend both the legs, grab on to the ankles, the feet. This might be where you have to stop, but if you are ready to lift your chest and your thighs off the mat, here we go. Inhale, try and lift your chest and your thighs off the mat. Back, hips on the mat, open the throat, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, safely lower, 1, exhale, gentle. Other side of face on the mat, arms long, let the legs go, and give it a few more deep breaths here first. If you took your single leg option, making sure you're bringing other forearm in front and bending other leg at the knee. If you're going for both legs, one more time, taking that grab on where we can. Prepare, and here we go. Inhale, lift, open, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, float. Forehead is on the mat, legs are long. Glue your legs together and bring your palms right in line with the shoulders and tuck those elbows into the sides of the body. Now before we lift, getting out of belly on the mat, we'll be opening into a light baby cobra, king cobra to start. So not lifting all the way yet. Here we go. Inhale, baby cobra, king cobra. Do a light lift, chest up, and exhale, float down. One more time, same lift. Inhale, float up, and exhale, lower. 2 more, option up dog if you're ready. Inhale, lift. Thighs off the mat if you can. Exhale, control the release. Last time, here we go. Inhale, arch, open, and exhale, float down safely. Tuck your toes. Palms are still tucked under the shoulder. Up to you. Use your knees or no knees in order to push up to our plank. Push the body and enter down dog. Push sit bones up. Simply give it one last deep breath in your downward facing dog. And let's float into a wide leg child's pose, high on toes, knees wide on mat, untuck, sit back, and let those arms lengthen out. And when you're ready to roll the body up, we'll be taking it to the back, bringing those legs option into a nice butterfly position to get a bit of a hold with the knees wide. Be safe when you lower your back down. If you want to simply go into your Shavasana, go ahead anywhere with the legs, arms. And if you want to take a butterfly here to finish with a bit of a hold and a nice hip inner thigh opener, then bring those soles of the feet in, let the knees go wide. And start to allow gravity to be pressing those knees wider, opening hips, glutes. Calm down the breath. Eyes closed. Face soft. Unclench the jaw. Starting to release your Ujjayi breath. Take a light wiggle through the fingers, the toes. Feel free to end your practice where you are, or option is bringing hands into heart center together, keeping them into chest or floating thumbs up to third eye in between the eyebrows, brow bone. Cleansing breath, inhale through your nose, open mouth, sigh that breath out. And dedicating tonight's practice to all those essential workers out there, and for you guys who are staying home, doing your job. And thanks for coming tonight. Namaste. Take your time when you do end up releasing from your back. Safe roll up when you're ready, no rush.